Oh, what's up guys, my name is JodyKit5 and welcome back to the episode of our player career mode. Currently sitting on episode 5, currently really exciting times here at Ajax. But before we get into things that we much appreciate, remember hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video, and for all my socials they are all linked down below. Just getting a few training sessions underway to be able to see if we can grow our XP and go up the levels, and that is done exactly what we wanted to. Level 15 in the end, so 3 points gained on the skill points there, so very happy we can apply them to our player growth as we look to see what we're actually going to apply it to. Obviously we're going to be upgrading our dribbling and everything that we can possibly can at some sort of stage, but I don't actually go for the passing sides in the end. The curve and vision is fairly low, so I thought that would be a nice thing to upgrade. First game is away from home then in the Eredivisie. Very much excited to get this one underway and see what we can do. Our previous form in the Eredivisie has been very strong. We still haven't lost a game so far. Obviously previous episode we did lose in the Europa League, so we're looking to fight back and see what we can do. 2 minutes into the game then, our defenders win it really well high at the pitch, and as you can see Bergwijn offering a lot of space, but he doesn't really put the ball off quick enough, unfortunately. Not really kind of using the amount of space and the gap there, but luckily for ourselves we do win the ball back once again. Bergwijn intercepts, as you can see, onto ourselves it goes, and you can see we're carrying some sort of knock there for whatever reason, I'm not too sure. Trying to get the shot off a block there as Taylor latches onto it, onto Bergwijn it goes. He takes his time onto Taylor, Taylor onto ourselves, what a chance, but it just strays wide there, going straight across the face of goal. Very good chance to get ourselves in front in this tie, but we do live another day on that particular one. But we've still got plenty of time, that's for sure. 25 minutes into the tie, Van der Bommen makes a lovely interception. On we go then as we pick the ball up, as we can see Bergwijn and everyone else making a run, but we put it onto Forbes, trying to make the run to try and see if he can put it into the gap there as he plays it onto the right hand side, offering a lot of space and just making sure that we're in the right place at the right time. And look at the balls that are being played here. Taylor puts it onto ourselves, a lovely ball it is. We hold it up initially there, trying to see if we can put it onto our teammate, one of them being Bergwijn, onto another teammate there on Bergwijn. It goes once again, the passing's really fluent and fast, and look at us, we're in a danger position. Bergwijn here, but a decent save by the opposition keeper then. We've definitely had our chances so far in this first half. We're still looking for that goal though, still searching for the first one to break the deadlock as we play in our teammate there on the right hand side. Forbes makes a 1-2 of ourselves. On the run we go there, as you can see, but we can't really beat the defender for pace as he puts it back to his goalkeeper and he clears his lines, but only as far as the Ajax maul there. Unfortunately we just couldn't really make the most of that. We could really go on the counter attack then with that, but as you can see the opposition have done exactly that. Now over the number 22, and he's got his goal for FC Utrecht. Really good goal at that, to be honest. They've been poor all game and they've come back with a goal. It's our first opportunity of the game and they've taken it. Really well taken goal, and unfortunately we're now 1-0 down and we're going to be ruining the chances that we missed previously in the game. Haven't really had many that have fallen to us, but unfortunately we have had chances, and that's the main thing. And if you're not able to take them in the big leagues, and unfortunately it does come back to bite you, that's for sure. Rudy not being able to do that anything in that situation whatsoever. The defence were nowhere to be seen, and that will be that. And look at them and go, and once again there, as you can see, just before half time they look to create some sort of opportunity for themselves as we now go on the counter attack, but it's too late as a half time whistle has been blown. It's currently 1-0 to the opposition team then as we go in at the break, 1-0 down. Not exactly the most ideal situation to be in, but we're going to put our heads high and we're going to have to go again. And as you can see by the stats, we haven't exactly played well either, so not really creating the opportunities for the objectives to be completed so far as we continue on, as we now go into the second half looking for some chances here as we're going to throw in deep in their half. He puts it onto Bergwijn, he plays a 1-2 with ourselves, and a lovely pass that would have been, but it latches onto Van der Bommen. We get it in the end, and that is a very lucky goal, but we will definitely take it. 10 minutes into the second half and we've snatched one then as we level it up with our opposition then as we look to be a little bit better in this second half. It was very lucky as the pass from Van der Bommen didn't really go off as well then, and Van der Bommen's shot was blocked. They couldn't clear it enough in time then, and we just ran to it quick enough to be able to stick a toe out to it. Not the best of finishes whatsoever, but we'll definitely take it as it gets us a goal, and we've finally broken our own deadlock as we go draw level with the opposition now. And now we hit on the break, half an hour mark it's reached to be playing Bergwijn on the left hand side. Lovely ball it was, to be honest. Bergwijn cuts in on the right, really bit of good play here as he puts it onto Taylor, Taylor onto Forbes, he picks it up, he hits the shot, but it just doesn't be able to beat the goalkeeper. Very good shot though nevertheless, as he does put it out for a corner kick, as the goalkeeper does kick the goal kick then, but it goes latches onto Forbes. So once again Van der Bommen onto Bergwijn then as we try and see if we can get some run going here, onto the hit there, but a very good save by the opposition keeper then. Very much testing him in his second half as we search for our second goal in this time. We haven't got long left, about 20 odd minutes or so left as we get a corner then, as you can see, and ultra attacking is the motive from the manager then as we try and see if we can get a goal deep in their half. Fortunately that doesn't seem to be the case though, because now they go on their counter-attack once again, and we've been in this situation before. On the counter-attack they go. They're here on one with the keeper. Rulli to beat, but he makes himself strong, and that is a firm hand from Rulli, that is for sure, as he takes that with stride and he throws it out to his teammates now, and we start our own counter-attack to ourselves then, as Akpom picks it up off the ball there. He's come off the bench then to try and see if he can create something, as we look to play a 1-2 with him. A lovely ball being played into Akpom. Akpom to Villa. A Villa on to Taylor, but that was a very, very good bit of defending then from the opposition. They close it down late in the really good opportunity for us to get a second, but unfortunately we can't take it, and the clock is ticking now. 15 minutes left in this tie as the opposition look to go on the left hand side and create something. Then, as you can see, a decent ball into the box, but no one is really there to latch onto it, and Rulli will comfortably collect that one as we try and see if we can offload it to a teammate then, and a decent delivery that was onto Taylor as he passes it onto ourselves, and as Bergwijn makes the run onto Bergwijn it goes, as he makes the run perfectly as he plays this in really well. We're in the gap, we're surely 1-on-1, and yes, we've got the goal. We've snatched it with 12 minutes left, and we have finally gone in front for the first time in this tie. It was a brilliant finesse goal into the bottom of the corner. Keeper was well and truly beaten. It just curved round him. No chance he was stopping that one whatsoever, and we finally have got in front. Whether that's deserved, I'm not too sure, to be honest, but we'll definitely take it if we can see it out. That's the main thing. Defender was very close to be able to latch onto that one and actually clear his lines, but unfortunately he wasn't able to do so, and we get the better of their defence, and we're very happy with that one. 2 goals in this tie in the second half, and we've definitely changed it around. Full-time whistle has been blown here at the end then. 2-1 victory in the end. It wasn't the most of glamorous performances, that has to be said, but very much happy with the 3 points, and the second half was probably the most highlighted bit, to be honest, because the first half was very poor. We was able to get 2 goals in the end, and we definitely changed things around for our side, and as you can see, we're very happy about that, and that's another 3 points added to our tally in the Eredivisie. An 8.8 rating, 92 minutes being played, 2 goals, 4 shots on target with a 28% conversion rate. Very happy with that though, nevertheless, as we push on in our Eredivisie charge, and as you can see, the players are very happy about also. And I later discovered this is actually another derby that we've actually played in, so I wasn't unaware of that at the time, but later discovered after doing a bit of research this is another derby to Ajax's history. And as you can see, we've gained a decent bit of personality, XP and everything else, and we've been able to complete some objectives at the same time. We got player of the match, which is always a beneficial factor. Always nice to be able to get player of the match and push on. The only objective we weren't able to complete was the team possession, but as I've said before, and I've said it in previous games, it's no way that we have any sort of control about the possession whatsoever, and I feel it's the most ridiculous thing that they could ever judge you on. But we'll move on. Hopefully that's not something that we'll have in our next game, and hopefully we're able to complete 3 objectives and further on. And as you can see, we've got another player of the month award, this time in September, so we've got 2 player of the month awards to add to our accolades. Very happy about that, and we've definitely caught the Eredivisie by storm by the many goals that we have actually scored. Just some activities that we've created, and as you can see, victory in the derby, so that actually prompted me to go and have a look and see what actual rivalry there was, and there's a very big one of that, so it's much of a kind of decent win from the 3 points and the fact that you've actually won a derby at the same time. A few comments on the player of the month also as we go into the next game against Go Ahead Eagles at the Johan Cruyff Arena. Very excited to get into this one, as Go Ahead Eagles haven't had the best of campaigns so far, so we're looking to try and see if we can get a few goals against them and try and see if we can get that hat-trick that we're so sort of searching for as of the moment, as we await our objectives then to see what needs to be completed. An 8.5 rating, 2 goals in the game, and another team possession. Hopefully we might be able to dominate and get that team possession in the end, because it feels very unfair in some aspects. It's very much out of your hands, not something that we can really complete, but it's one of those we're going to push on and hope to do our best against Go Ahead Eagles. As I say, they haven't really had the best of seasons so far, a team that I'm fairly unaware with in all honesty, and now we start this first half, 15 minutes into the tie. Everything's been a bit slow so far, to be honest. Go Ahead Eagles have had a fair bit of the ball. As you can see, they're running into the box here, but they're very kind of shy at the same time. They get the passes off when needed, but they take a lot of time to do so at the same time. We retrieve the ball deep in our half then as Forbes picks it up on the right hand side, just offering a bit of space, just offering the time to be able to see if he can get the ball off, and he does exactly that as we pick up the pass. And as you can see, we're just going slow then, trying to see if we can hold the defence, trying to see if we can get a few men running at the same time as we run into the box then, looking to try and see if we can get some decent delivery. Forbes into Taylor, Taylor into Bergwijn, and he's added his second of the season into his tally. Really good goal, decent bit of play then as we kind of worked as a team in that instance, and we are now 1-0 up in this first 20 minutes. A very good first 20, that's for sure. We haven't really done so much in that way, but it's definitely kind of gone for a good first 20, that is for sure. Getting a goal is always good. Keep having no chance for that one as it just went across goal. Taylor did a lovely pass onto Bergwijn, lovely little fancy flick then, and we are now 1-0 up in this tie. Very happy, as you can see from the manager, as we continue on. 26 minutes being played then as we get dragged to the right hand side as we try to cut in on the left end. Midfielder kind of stops us in our tracks, as you can see, see as we try and retrieve the ball then, and we're not really that successful, but one player is, and now the ball comes to us then as we try and create something then, and we run forward, trying to see if we can get into the gap. We're in on goal, and we've got our first goal to this game. Really, really good goal at that. We won the ball in deep in their half, and there were not many men back whatsoever, and we managed to capitalise on that by just charging in numbers, to be honest, and we did so well, and that is a goal. Very, very happy, that is for sure, and that is now 2-0 in this tie against Go Ahead Eagles. We're definitely running away with it in this first half an hour or so. In this first half, a decent bit of play, saw us in a decent position. And I will very, very much take that, that's for sure. Not the most the prettiest goals, but every goal counts. And that is another one added to our tally in the Eredivisie. We're pretty much going up and up in terms of the figures. And we're very, very happy about that, that's for sure. We've definitely come into this Eredivisie kind of league in high hopes. And we've definitely exceeded them, that's for sure. As we continue on the half an hour mark now, Taylor wins the ball deep in their half. What a dangerous interception that was. We take the shot. Shot was blocked then as it looks to go out for a corner kick. But they do actually manage to get the possession there as Marcelo picks it up there. But a lovely interception from ourselves as Bergwijn goes onto the ball now, offering support. Bergwijn into the box. We're trying to get the shot. Oh, that just strays wide then. Very good opportunity to get our second in this game and the third for our side, but unfortunately we can't convert in that instance. And it still stays 2-0. 37 mark now we've reached as Go Ahead Eagles try and create something for themselves in this tie. They've looked very slow and very lethargic, to be honest, and they don't really look like they're going to create anything here. And it looks to be that they're making it harder for themselves more than anything as they pass it around the area, trying to see if they can get an inroad there. As you can see, there's plenty of gaps appearing in the defender there, but they're just not really implying that sort of kind of real aggression, unfortunately. A decent ball into the box. They do clear our lines. They have Ajax defence there, as you can see. Try to win the header as we try and clear our lines ourselves, but we do clear in the end, and that was that. As we hit the 44th minute mark now, as you can see, near to the end of first time. As you can see, we're trying to see if we can create one last attack as we pick up the ball then, really deep in their half, looking to try and create something. Onto Taylor it goes, and what a goal that is from Taylor. We've snatched one just before the half-time whistle. Taylor is the man. He's got an assist, and he's got a goal now in this tie. 3-0 up going into the half-time whistle, and that is a very, very, very good half, that is for sure. Probably one of the best halves that we've actually played as a team, to be honest, and as a player. Looking very, very sharp. We've got a goal, we've got an assist. Not much else we could really do. Unfortunately, we now just need one more goal to add to our tally to get onto the objectives. Half-time whistle has been blown then, and we walk into the tunnel 3-0 up. As I say, very, very happy about the result. 9.3 rating, one goal, and we're currently 20% possession off the actual target itself. So a lot to do in the second half still if we want to get to objectives, but in terms of the 3 points, they look pretty much snatched up already. Very, very happy that that's the case. It's been a very, very good performance. 46 minutes then as we go into the second half, as we get a late free kick, as you can see, long free kick, sorry, as you can see, trying to see if we can get a shot off on the outside of the area as Forbes plays it in on the left hand side, looking for a ball into the box if we're available there, but unfortunately can't really get anything into the box, and that will be a corner kick as we look to try and see if we get something from the corner. We're still yet to have an actual headed goal yet as we continue on. As you can see, it plays out on the outside of the area. The Go Ahead Eagles defence does clear their lines, but only as far as the Ajax midfielders. They look to try and create something then. There's a decent ball in. We take our touch. We try to turn the defender then, and we get completely wiped out. And the referee has ruled it a penalty, and we've now got a chance to get a fourth goal from the penalty spot. Very much the case that was a penalty. There's no argument whatsoever. I didn't think that was initially, but actually watching it back, he's completely collided and followed through then. At the same time, he's got the ball, but at the same time, he's got the man. And now Van der Bomen, the number 21 for Ajax, the captain, has got a chance to step up, and he's taken it absolutely perfectly. He's hit it the wrong side of the keeper, and that is now 4-0 in this tie. We've reached the 50th minute mark, and we are now 4-0 up. We've won the penalty, we've got a goal, we've got an assist. There's not much else that we could really do in this tie to be highlighted as a man of the match in this tie, that's for sure. Really good penalty though, nevertheless. A really weird in terms of the angle that he actually hit it. It looked like he was actually going to hit it straight down the middle, tricked the goalkeeper, and he's hit it top left then. Very, very good free kick, penalty, sorry, that is for sure. As we continue on and the chances keep on flowing, we've hit the half an hour mark then, as you can see, as we try and create some sort of play, and we're looking to try and see if we can get a second goal in this tie. We're still searching for it, that's for sure, to try and see if we can complete our objective. The Go Ahead Eagles now try and go on the attack, the number 9 for them, charging forward now. They're offering support, but as you can see, they're just not really getting the ball off quick enough to be able to enable some sort of attack for themselves. Decent opportunity though there, and Rudy does make a very, very good save, that has to be said, as Marcelo comes off the pitch for Go Ahead Eagles, and they will get a corner kick then. Looking to try and see if we can clear our line straight away to create some sort of an attack. Decent header, but nothing really troubles the keeper as we do ask for the ball to be played for ourselves then as he gets the throw off to ourselves on the left-hand side. Decent bit of space there as we look to try and see if we can take on the defenders, and a decent ball onto Bergwijn. Holds it up perfectly as we allow ourselves to get on the run then on the left-hand side. On the run we go then, as you can see, trying to see if we can do something, and it hits the post. Very, very unlucky. Very tough angle to be able to see if we can convert from there. As I say, very unlucky, but that was a very good effort nevertheless, as it does hit the post. 70 minutes being played now. We're pretty much just seeing this game out. We know we've won it 5-0 up at this current time, and we're really, really cruising, to be honest. And now we're still searching for more, though, as Taylor's in the box here, looking to try and see if he can put something onto his teammate. Holds the ball up really well, but unfortunately, the go-ahead Eagles have a massive, massive mistake being made, and they've put it into an empty net. Really, really poor defending there, as they try to see if he can pass it to the goalkeeper, and actually think the goalkeeper was their error. As you can see, Taylor can't really do anything in this instance, as he tries to see if he can create something. The defender wins it, trying to pass back to the goalkeeper, and it actually looks like he's hit the post with his foot for whatever reason. I'm not too sure, to be honest. That is very, very poor from the keeper, that has to be said, and that is definitely not one he's going to be watching back any time soon. As we see out this game now, 90th minute, we're currently on 3 on the stoppage time. One last chance, we get the shot, and we've got our second goal. 6-0, unbelievable stuff, and what a way to be able to finish this one on style. Brilliant goal, one of the best goals that we've scored all season, on the outside of the foot once again. Proved to be that our right side of weak foot is actually proving to be really, really strong so far. What a goal this is. The keeper's having an absolute mare, but there's no way he's stopping this one whatsoever. So far out, just curls into the top corner. Absolute belter of a goal. Can keep watching that one back, that is for sure. We get the manager's appraisal, and that is a full-time whistle had been blown. 6-0 in the end against Go Ahead Eagles. A very, very good game, that has to be said. Nothing that could be done to be able to stop us whatsoever, and we walk away with all 3 points. Very, very happy about this one, that is for sure. Nothing could be done by the opposition to stop us. From the minute 1 to the minute 90, we proved to be a menace in front of goal, and that definitely was proven with the 6 goals that were scored. Don't get me wrong, they gave us a helping hand on that own goal, but that still would have meant nothing, because we still would have walked away with a win. And as you can see, we've gained a decent bit of XP at the same time for our attributes that we contributed to this game, and that is very much another Player of the Match award added to the trophies. So many being given. As you can see, we complete every objective but the possession. Yeah, nothing to comment on that anymore. Nothing that we can do about it whatsoever. So at least we're sticking to our own game, and at least we're doing what we need to do from the manager. After the game, and as you can see, some nice words from our player agent, just being able to congratulate us on our current achievements in world football. As we then have some high match performance stuff that we are able to kind of choose. We've gone for the heartbeat points to be able to praise your teammates, and there's also a little Halloween thing that was bummed, and we've done the actual charity party to that. Another load of skill points being applied then, as you can see, and we've actually done it to our stamina this time. I felt like we was getting knackered too far into the game, and it was just one of those. I feel like it'd be able to increase your stamina and be able to make runs later on. In our third and final game in the episode, we come against Brighton Hove Albion in our third game in the Europa League. Unfortunately, the second game in the Europa League wasn't the best whatsoever, as unfortunately we did lose to AEK Athens, and wasn't really the best of performances, that has to be said. But we're going to be trying to see if we can get a result in the Europa League. 13 minutes into the game, it's been very tough to be able to get on the ball so far, as we try and see if we can do exactly that deep in their half. Forbes picks it up on the right hand side from a throw, and then as we take the shot, very good save from the keeper, though we don't really test him enough to be able to convert, but that has to be a very good chance though nevertheless, as we get a corner kick. We're very much there to be able to try and see if we can win the header, looking to be a decent delivery, but the header isn't good enough though. Unfortunately, it just strays wide then, as you can see. In 23 minutes into the game, we look to try and create some attack in this half then, as you can see, looking to run on the right hand side, but the Brighton defence are really strong there. Webster trying to get stuck in then, looking to go run into the box, options there, but we just can't get the final pass off, and if we were to, I think that would have been the most easiest goal for Forbes to score then, as we continue on. 29 minutes being played then, a few chances coming our way, but Brighton looking strong in the middle of the park. They pick it up so well and then move fast with it at the same time, and look at them go then. Rosier on the right hand side looking to try and create something, as he puts it onto Danny Welbeck, the number 15 for Brighton, holding the defenders off really well then, as they look to try and create something here, looking really dangerous here. Mahoutahu puts it onto Ansu Fati, and he has got a goal, and unfortunately we're now 1-0 down in this time. Our Europa League campaign isn't really going the best, that has to be said. Ansu Fati gets the goal for Brighton Hove Albion to make it 1-0 for his side. Brighton looking the stronger out of the two, to be honest. honest, it's probably their first good chance though in this tie, that has to be said. They've seen more of the ball though, and they've definitely looked better in terms of going forward, that has to be said also. It's one of those, we have to accept it for what it is. Brighton are a very, very good side, and now we need to get back in these ties. 36 minutes have gone now, and Brighton's still looking good in this tie. That first goal's given them some sort of momentum to be able to pick themselves up and go again, but as you can see, we retrieve the ball deep in the middle of the park then, looking for something here to be created there as we pick it up on the edge of the area. Decent ball to Bergwijn, but he just can't convert then. That would have been a very good chance to be able to get a goal just before half-time. As the half-time whistle has been blown then, we currently sit in going down the tunnel at 1-0 down due to Ansu Fati's efforts. Not really the best of halves whatsoever. We've got a decent bit of dribble success rate in terms of the conversion rate. We haven't scored, and we haven't had enough shots on goal, that has to be said. 51 minutes now into the second half as we go, and we play in Bergwijn really well. Into the gap he goes, but once again he can't convert. We've played him in a few times in this tie, but once again he can't convert, and that was that, to be honest. It was the most boring game I think I've ever played as an Ajax player so far. Brighton walk away with a 1-0 victory due to the efforts of Ansu Fati in the first half. Didn't really get anything going for either side in the second half. No chances were created whatsoever, and we're going to have to walk away once again from the Europa League with a loss. Not exactly what you want whatsoever, but it's one of those. I don't know if this is going to be our year in terms of being in the Europa League. I feel like we're going to have many other chances, if not with Ajax, but with other teams, and we're going to have to live another day on that one. As we look at the Eredivisie table, one positive note to look at though: played 11, won 9, drawn 2, currently sitting on 29 points, 2 points ahead of Feyenoord, who actually, we have got a game in hand on them at the same time, so we could actually go up the table 5 points clear as it currently stands. So in terms of league life, it's looking very good, but in terms of the actual European competitions, not so good. But we'll still be able to try and see if we can improve. A lot to be done, that's for sure, and we're going to try our best to get back into this competition and see what we can do. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe for more content just like this one, and don't forget to hit the notification button so you never miss a video. Cheers.